Well, my uncle is actually the director here, so I first heard about it when he started doing fundraising for the children's home about 10 years ago. I wasn't terribly familiar with what they did or what they were. We weren't super in contact growing up, and so I found out about it more later on a whim when I happened through Cherokee one time. He gave my husband and I, or actually he gave me a tour of the home, and I randomly texted my husband and said, "Haha, you want to move to Cherokee?" And he said, "No way." We both had careers in San Antonio. Little do we know God had other plans for us. I'm a house parent, so we have 6 teenage girls and 3 of our own children. I have these girls as part of our family. They are adopted in as much as they'll let us into part of our family. They love my children and we love them. They cart my children around and try and just do family type activities with them. I think the vision is bringing as many children into Christ as we can by showing them love. I think the key element to a ministry like this is letting them know that God loves them, and in order to do that, we have to show them that people love them, and we have to show them love like God loves us. So we have weekly church services, which I think is important because I think that they need the structure, the foundation for that. But I think beyond that, we in our cottage have daily devotionals that just try and point out normal parts of Jesus Christ in life. You know, what do you need from Him to get through your day? What do you need from Him to be a good example in school? And then by showing them that and letting them see my husband and I as examples of Christ, letting them see who He really is, and then inviting them to be part of that relationship with Him. Discipleship means going out and showing children Jesus Christ and the love that He has for them. Some of the kids that we have here have been through all kinds of hell, for lack of a better word. The lifestyle that they were forced to live in, or the parents that they were forced to live with, is nothing short of horrendous. We have children that have come from neglect and abuse and everything in between that. Some of our kids had never had a jacket or a blanket. I have a girl that for the longest time would just keep cans of chili, would hide cans of chili in her room because she was so fearful that she wouldn't have food, that was at least a security blanket for her. I have kids that every single day ask me, "What's my next meal? What's next? What's for lunch?" You know, we will have just finished breakfast and they want to know it's for dinner so that they know that there's something else coming up. When I first got here, I was not in a ministry like this before. I was in business, and I was unprepared for the problems that exist in our backyard. You know, I thought, oh, this happens in third world countries. I didn't know this happened in our backyard. I was unaware that there were children living in extreme poverty the way that they do. I have one girl in my house right now who was just telling me at lunch, my house has so many holes in it that we don't even try and heat it in the winter because it's not possible. And I said, well, how do y'all stay warm? And she said, well, we don't. We just get cold. And I said, so how do you sleep? And she said, we don't. We just stay cold. She said, I would go to school into other people's houses to get warm and then go back home. Before I started in this ministry, I had no idea how you could help something like this. People would say, oh, here's Cherokee Home or any other ministry, and you should get involved. And I would think, yeah, I should totally get involved. And then I wouldn't know what to do. And so here are my practical ways to get involved in a ministry like this. We love volunteer support, so show up. Do you have a really cool hobby that you're really good at? I can guarantee my kids have never seen it. Do you know how to knit? Do you know how to crochet, scrapbook, hunt, fish? Something cool that you want to show my kids. That's awesome. I love a night off cooking. So anytime you want to come and prepare a meal or join us for a meal, we love company too. We love interaction, teaching our kids different ways of being involved in other scenarios. We always need financial support. We do a lot of really cool things here, but a lot of really cool things take money. So we're always looking for that too. I do what I do because I feel like God called me to. I have no other explanation. My husband and I had careers in another city, and we read a book that really changed us and made us feel like God was calling us to do something different. And so we went out in search of what that could be, and we ended up at Cherokee Home. And so I do it because I believe it's what God is calling me to do. I think it's really important that people understand that children in the foster care system or in a children's home are not throwaway children. They're not children that we babysit and hope that they make it to graduation. They're kids that deserve a future and a life and something else that wasn't given to them when they were born. And I think it's our responsibility as staff here and your responsibility as someone supporting us to provide these kids opportunities and show them God's love. To learn more about our ministry, Cherokee Home for Children, take a look at our website, chc4kids.com. Or you can give us a call, 325-622-4201.
If you know of a ministry that we need to know about, please give us a call, 888-641-8606, or take a look at our website, revelationstv.org.